Now the topic before us is currency issuance authority, central bank versus commercial banks. Who can produce physical money? Today, when we want to buy something, we try that we should not be required to go to the market. We open some online site, Amazon or some other site, and place order online. And for the payment, we use our debit card, credit card, or internet banking. But sometimes our debit card does not work, credit card does not work, and we may have to opt for cash on delivery. Sometimes we go to the market and want to purchase something. Your debit card may not work, and you may have to give him currency, bank notes or coins. Now the question is, who produces bank notes, physical notes which you use for purchasing something? Who prints, who produces these? Who has the authority to produce these bank notes, this physical currency? Do commercial banks have the authority to produce physical currency, or is that power solely held by the central bank? In each and every country, there are large number of commercial banks which are in private sector or public sector or in cooperative sector. But above all, there is a central bank which controls the functioning of or regulates the functioning of all the banks. In India, it is the Reserve Bank of India, and in USA, it is Federal Reserve. So the answer is, commercial banks do not have the authority to create physical currency. In India, we have 10 rupee note, 50 rupee note, 100 rupee, 500 rupee. These notes are not created or produced by commercial banks, or the bank notes and the coins are not created by the commercial banks. Only the central bank, which in India is Reserve Bank of India, has the legal authority to issue physical cash in most countries. Central bank in most countries of the world has the authority to produce physical currency, that is the bank notes and coins are mostly produced by the central bank in most countries. In United States, for instance, central bank is the Federal Reserve, which is responsible for the production and distribution of paper currency and coins. Commercial banks create money, but in the form of bank deposits through a process called fractional reserve banking. When a person deposits an amount with the banks keep a certain portion of that, a certain fraction of that deposit as reserves, and they give balance money on loan to some other customer. And as you know, the banks do not give loan in cash. They create a deposit in the name of the borrower, and in this way again a deposit is created, and the banks are again in a position to lend money against that deposit after keeping the a fraction of that deposit. The money created by commercial banks is in digital or electronic form. It is not the same as creating physical cash, that is physical banknotes and coins. That is, when they create deposit, they usually credit the amount to the account of the borrower. They do not give money in cash. They create deposit in digital form in the account of the borrower. Physical currency is generally produced by government printing or minting facilities, and physical currency is distributed through central bank to the commercial banks as needed to meet the demand for cash in the economy. So physical currency is normally printed by the government printing press or government minting facilities in the case of coins. And these physical notes and coins are distributed to the commercial banks through central bank. This helps control the money supply and maintain the stability of the currency. So, while commercial banks can create digital forms of money through lending and deposit activities, that is through fractional reserve banking, the banks create money in the form of digital form. The creation of physical cash is actually the exclusive responsibility of the central bank. Now the another question is, why do most countries grant the central bank the sole legal power to issue physical cash? It means that why in most countries only central bank has been authorized to produce physical cash? Why many authorities are not authorized to issue physical cash? Next question is the same question in another way is, what is the underlying reason for the central banks having the exclusive legal authority to issue physical currency in most countries? The answer is to ensure physical that to ensure that the currency supply is stable. That is where the supply is required, the central bank will ensure its supply to prevent for counterfeiting and fraud. If a large number of authorities or large number of institutions are authorized to print, there may be some problem, because it may be quite possible that the paper quality will be different in case of each institution. Some type of ink problem may be there while printing notes, or in such a scenario where large number of institutions are authorized to produce currency, physical currency, the chances of fraud and producing a illegal currency may chances of producing illegal currency or chances of fraud increase. Another reason for granting the sole legal power to central bank to issue physical cash is to prevent excessive or irresponsible money creation by other entities. It may also be possible that if many authorities are authorized to produce physical currency, then some persons may go on printing, go on producing large number of physical coins or physical banknotes. They may do so. So, to keep a proper supply, to ensure proper supply of the physical banknotes and coins, the central bank in each country is mostly authorized to produce the physical cash to promote public confidence in the currency's value. So these are the reasons why the central bank is authorized in most countries to issue physical cash. Thanks for watching. If you like our course, please spare some time to give a star rating to our course.